There we go. All right. We learned some new things today. I'm just posting this link to Instagram. And if you are hanging out with me, let me know. And if you can't hear anything, also let me know. But I think we're doing the thing. Bear with me while I have some technical difficulties. Hello, good morning, everybody. Okay. Copy link. Oh, YouTube says I'm live. Looks like it worked. All right. Okay, let me shut my office door real fast. Oh, awesome. Hey, Mel. Morning, everybody. Okay, hold on. Where did my cell phone go? I gotta rearrange my desk. The 9 a.m. hour snuck up on me real quick. Like, also, Mel, since you're here, hold please. We were chatting about my Elysian paper in Instagram. So this is it. Just has a standard Sterling Ink 272 page. It's just notebook. It's not super fluffed. And so this is it. I just got it with the strappy, and I when I ordered it, I put in the notes. I was putting in the 272 pages, and she made it. It's not super floppy. It's not. It's perfect. Like, I love it. So this is actually my novel writing notebook, where when I'm writing and working on a book, I could just put notes in here. So it's not a planner. It's just a notebook. But I love this. It's because it's so compact and it fits into my backpack. It's not heavy at all. But yeah. So Elysian paper. It's such a good fit. It is such a good fit for like that half year size or that compact full year, or the 272. Yeah, it's great. All right. I hope everybody maybe has a little hot drink. I certainly have a little coffee. I have the pumpkin spice Nespresso pods. Yeah, you got it. Of course. I have the pumpkin spice Nespresso pods, and I need to order some more because I only have like 2 left, and they're so good. And I don't do a lot of like straight coffee. Um, so yeah, all right. But we need to plan for the day. So for the week. I haven't shown this cover to anybody before. This is my now take everything I say with a grain of salt because I actually don't love this cover really a whole lot. The pen loops, my pens always fall out. The strap is great, but I thought I was gonna love the chunky strap, and I love the like chunky size strap in theory, but it gets in the way. So I have actually another TN cover, the one that I wanted to order initially, and then I was like, well, let me order a custom from a different company, save some money. I did just order the VDS that I originally wanted, and if I had just ordered the one I originally wanted, I wouldn't have spent the money on this one. And then the embossing is coming off, even though I protected it. Like the moon is almost completely gone. There used to be a moon here. And this suede is like really rough instead of soft. Like in my head, suede is soft. But I should have maybe ordered some samples. But I didn't have a cover for this. I was actually putting my TN, if you guys have watched previous videos, I was actually having my notebook in this notebook, but then I couldn't fit like I had these booklets that I wanted to use, plus this sticker book, which I did put a clear cover on and just like a little photo that I got from Planning with Kay, because this is a craft. This booklet was a traveler's notebook booklet that originally had this pink cover on it, but I had like a Moterm cover that was just a brown craft, this color, and I wanted this color. So I ripped everything apart and then I sewed it back together by hand. But the craft doesn't like stay, like this got so messed up while it was just like living in my planner. I needed to transfer some stickers maybe this morning too. And so I wanted to get a little booklet cover for my sticker book. And then this was too cute with Planning with Kay. So that way I don't have to like constantly worry about repairing my adhesive, my sticker paper, because this is where I keep all my stickers. So I just protected it so that it stays in one piece. Anyway, And then this booklet is what I use for my BNI meetings. If anybody's familiar with BNI, it's Business Networking International. I do belong to a chapter here in Arizona. We have meetings once a week. And then I have the list of my chapter members who I've had one-to-ones with, education I need to do. And then every meeting, I take notes on who's looking for what type of referral within their business. So that way, as I'm talking to people as the week goes on and somebody says, Matt, this guy Matt owns a flooring company, but they're opening up like a business to another branch of their business so they can work on more like bathroom remodels to help people really like remodel their bathrooms to their forever homes. And so he was interested in looking at like connecting with businesses that do a lot of moving and relocation for seniors or things like that, or they're maybe moving into their forever home, or they're moving into an apartment and they want to upgrade some stuff. And I actually know we worked with a company like this for my parents when we needed to move my parents into the senior living apartments because taking their care of the house was really hard for my mom to do while my dad was in the declining with his Alzheimer's, and it was just too much. So we downsized them into an apartment. And my brother actually moved into our parents' home. He now owns our childhood home, which is really, really awesome. We got to keep the house and the family. But and then I have my little clip. But I have these notebooks, and then this is kind of like just a tracker that I'm using more for like this is my like self-care menu. So personal care, which is like washing my hair mask, hobbies, mental health, so psych appointments, meds, therapy, doing any energy work, somatic work, sound baths, meditation, physical health, which would be like chiropractor, massage, walking, hiking, dentist, eye appointment, OB exam, labs, blood work, taking my vitamins, things like that. So depending on what's going on with the month, I like this month, for example, with October, I'm tracking hair wash, hair oiling, and hair mask, glow pads, facials, face mask, flossing and whitening my teeth, which if you've been depressed, you'll understand that. And then morning pages of meditation, which I recently started this last week. And then the days that I take my Adderall. Just so I can kind of keep an eye. I don't need to track everything every single month or even all the time. And I do have some trackers in my weeklies. Like I have my basic like vitamins like tracker over here. And then in my dailies, I usually keep like a, did you work out? Did you do your scalp treatment? Things like that. So I have different trackers in various places that they only really make sense to me because this is just my brain on paper. But I like having a separate booklet where I can just keep sort of things tracking long term. And these are just the Sterling Ink 64-page notebooks. And so I had two of these and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is perfect because that way, as I'm going through my journey, I can see what things really helped me over here. And then this BNI log, like, I mean, I'm in the chapter I just joined, so I'm going to be in it for another year. And I didn't want to have to constantly migrate from book to book. So I thought a booklet for this would be perfect. So I'm going to actually pull my planner out of here so I can start my planning for this week, which I really don't want to do, but we're going to do it anyway. And then with my planning with K Order, I've been a fan of her shop for a long time. I just never had like a reason to purchase anything. But like I said, she had those little booklet covers, the photo, and then I got a pin that, hey, Colleen, so nice to have you here. I got a pin that I loved. I'll show you really quick because it'll go really, really well with the VDS cover that I have on order. I've been obsessed with this pin for forever. And I always was like, oh, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. But when you're purchasing from Etsy, you pay like extra shipping and stuff like that, right? So I'm like, if I'm going to pay like X amount of money for shipping, which I actually don't even know how much the shipping was on my order, I'm like, I'm going to get maybe an extra little bit or bob or two, right? So, like I said, I got the notebook cover or the booklet cover and that little coffee dashboard. If I'm being quite honest, I actually thought the coffee dashboard was a pencil board. It's definitely not. It's definitely just printed on photo paper. It's a dashboard, not a pencil board. And so I was like, well, whatever. I'll just stick it. Like I said, if you haven't seen this, I'll just stick it in the cover of my sticker book. And I thought it looked so cute because, like I said, I manually put this sticker book into this craft cover. I want it to last. And so I got this, but she sent this as a little freebie sticker. And I was like, ooh, cute. Coffee sticker, coffee notebook. So this is the 400-page Planner Monkey Co. freely noted the coffee, which was the pre-order that she did for forever. Oh, by planning with K Order, how much did I pay with shipping? Because yeah, it's like if you're going to order on Etsy, And then you pay like usually a little bit extra in shipping, but these aren't things that you can get like anywhere else. You know what I mean? So of course I'm going to buy it from a shop on Etsy if they don't have like a direct website. Otherwise I'll just purchase directly from the website. Yeah, I mean like shipping was like $5 and the most expensive thing in the order was the enamel pen, which was 16. So I was like, I'm just going to get all three little things. I like hemmed and hawed about it because, like I said, I'm not trying to purchase a whole bunch of new things right now, as I'm trying to kind of destash and clean things out. But like I said, the VDS cover situation, I don't love the Naya Papery cover that I have. I wanted to get a VDS originally, and had I just maybe bought the one that I wanted to start with, because all of my other TN sized covers are dedicated to something else right now. Like the Elysian paper has that notebook in it. I have a Sojourner Plans cover that has my grief therapy and morning pages in it, and so I don't have a cover for this that's big enough to hold this notebook plus all of my inserts, like my 3 inserts. So I did have a functional use for something, but also this is not functional for me because my pens keep falling out of the pen loops because they're just not that fantastic. And then this keeps getting in the way. And then this just looks gross. It collects dirt. And then it's like, wow, I just not happy. Anyway, let's move on. Okay. So what am I doing today? Okay. I did this. I need a time block next week. Caboodle events. Okay. So let me fill in a little bit of today to start with. So my habits that I need to track today is I need to log my food. I don't want my watch on right now. Goodbye. I need to do my scalp treatment. I actually kind of want to shampoo my hair again because I oiled my hair the other day. It's a little oily. I just want to blow it out again. I need to take my vitamins. I need to fill in my trackers. And I need to do my spreadsheet for my nutrition info. And I need to do my check-in photos. I'm currently in a reverse diet. I spent about 4 months in a calorie deficit, lost about 20 pounds, and I'm currently reversing out of that, which basically just means that I'm slowly adding back in calories while keeping activity more or less the same, allowing my body to eat more food while maintaining the weight loss. And this is something I do a lot with my clients, but reverse diets are really, really hard. They're actually harder than the diet itself. So I did the fat loss phase on my own. And then my friend Shannon, who's an amazing coach, I was like, yo, Shannon, I was like, I need you to help me not screw this up. And I love her so much because she will just give it to me straight, like when I'm being a dipwad. Because we're human, you guys. It's so easy to let ourselves slip. Even me as a fitness professional, I will still sometimes have to I will spend time negotiating with myself of, do I want to do something or not? And I usually end up doing the thing, but you still have those moments. And just knowing that there's somebody else that you're going to report to on this, you start to negotiate with yourself a little bit less when there's that added layer of accountability. You're like, shit, I gotta like check in with somebody else on this. Okay. Did my photo shoot yesterday finally. Okay. This is still kind of all open. This wasn't Saturday specific. This is just kind of like weekend specific. So let me go through. Friday is closed. I didn't touch my book at all on Friday. Pretty sure Thursday is not closed. I kind of did this, but I need to follow back up on it. Okay. So I'm just going to start migrating things to maybe Monday. Oh, I got to write in my little things first. I used glitter washi this coming week, friends, and I don't know if I'm going to love this or hate it because it makes the paper really thick. See, and I wrote this in and I didn't leave myself room for washi at the top, so I kind of covered it, but that's fine. Part of me kind of wants to grab like a different color Tombow for this week. Hold please. Not Tombow. a different color mild liner. Like something that maybe complements this bright washi. Ooh. I'm thinking, I really love this color pink. I've used this pink before. Do you think this works? Just do a little. I don't know if I love that. We're going to just test down here on this Thursday. Oh, this one looks good. Okay. And let me try this one just to see. Oh, this one might be a winner. If you guys have an idea of which color you think looks the best. This like coral, the pink, or the blue. I think I'm going to do something crazy now. I haven't used this one before. I've used these two before and I love them. Ooh, we're doing something different. We're doing something different. I might love it or I might hate it. Well, it's kind of over the gray, so I think it's a little darker than it should be, but it's fine. This week is already kind of a hot mess, so we're just embracing it. Hey, and then I don't usually add it to Saturday and Sunday because I don't usually know what the weekend is necessarily going to look like until I get there. Okay. But this will be fun to have just a little bit of pop of color. I love this. This is a glitter washi from Arch Michael, and it's like potions and like crystal balls and stuff like that. It was like in the Advent washi last year. And Arch Michael and like Planner Monkey Co. Those are my top ones usually. Wee. Oh. Oh, I don't need it over here. Okay. So this one is going to be my recurring daily. Stick client resources down here. And this is my communication. For October 14th through 20th. Yeah, and if you guys are hanging out with me on this live this morning, thank you so much. Feel free to say hi in the comments. I really didn't have the bandwidth for like filming and then editing and like doing that whole bit this weekend. So I was like, let me try Facebook or YouTube Live. I'm just kind of also playing with it because I want to maybe I try to grow my other YouTube channel for my coaching business. I want to maybe do some like meal prep live with me or meal plan live with me, things like that. Okay, didn't do those things. Okay. Where's my ruler? Hold, please. It helps if I have all my tools next to me. I need to draw a little line. There we go. This is so different than my normal vibe, but I kind of am enjoying it. Sometimes it's fun to do something different. Okay. So while I've got this page up, let me just transfer all of this over. Okay. These are things that I didn't work on this week, but it's kind of okay that I didn't work on them, but they're just sort of things I need to be aware of. And I didn't talk to anybody this week. Or like I did, but I didn't write it down. This week was a little bit nutty. Okay. So let me take a look at this. I need to reach out to Sam's contact. I think I'm going to put all of this stuff. This is all like BNI specific things. That I need to just write. And I think I just need to maybe take care of it like Monday. Text. I might make a just separate list for. Actually, I need to talk to Billy too. What was this? 10/19, which is this coming weekend. What was it? 11 a.m. May or may not go into that. Text Sam's contact. All right. So that's all moved over. And this is going to be even on Friday because I have a 1-to-1 with Katie. Notes, leave room for my habits, and notes. Event brainstorm with Katie at Kiln. This is my workspace. And there's all kinds of events, and the doctor that is in my networking group does like IV therapies and like Botox and stuff like that. And it would actually be really cool if we were able to do an event at my workspace. So I wanted to I wrote that note down, and we have a meeting on Friday. So I have a chip on my car. So Robert Chip basically just means I have a chip in my windshield and we have an auto glass guy. Law group wedding planner. There's context to those, but as long as I know what they mean. So it's Thursday. So like I said, we have a BNI meeting on Thursday, and most of my to-do list from Thursday was stuff from BNI. Cross this out. Okay. Confirm insurance. Okay, so let me go back to Monday. Insurance follow-up, Amazon return, which I might do today. Maybe I'll write it on today. Amazon. I have like 4 random things that I ordered from Amazon that I figured that I was going to be returning, but I need to actually do the return. And I need to check on the return tracking. I returned a big item and I have the tracking number, and I haven't got an update since then. So I need to actually check on the return status of that. Whee! Okay, so this has all been, I need to set this up still, but bye, Mel. Thanks for being here. All right, so this is then done. Perfect. Friday's done. Thursday is, I'll follow up on that later, one thing at a time. Actually, let me set that for November. Mom to see Dr. Amy for pain, question mark. So I follow up with this. All right, go back to this week. Friday's done. Thursday's done. Wednesday is done. Tuesday is done. So like I was kind of migrating things daily. So this all happened. Okay. Okay, that got done. Monday's done. So this is why I like to kind of migrate daily so that I don't have a ton to move over at the end of the week. And then from the weekend, like today and yesterday, I'll migrate these like in the morning. Like whatever didn't get done by the end of the day today will go through tomorrow's daily migration process. Oh, okay, now I have to look at my weekly, but I don't even want to because I didn't basically do anything. Oh, what is happening on my calendar this next week? That's going to determine where some of this stuff gets migrated to, if I'm quite honest. And are all my calls showing up on my calendar now? No, they're not. Ugh. I just switched to a new CRM, and it's really rather annoying because some of the things are transitioning over to my Google Calendar and some of them are not. And they can't figure out why certain things are populating and certain things are not. And so I don't have at a glance anymore what is happening over the course of the week. Like my Google Calendar looks bare, and then I open up my actual calendar in my CRM and there's like 10 times more things. So I submitted a ticket so they can figure it out, because I'm like, if my stuff doesn't actually show up in my Google Calendar, I can't use this software for scheduling. I'm gonna have to switch back to Calendar. And the whole point of switching to the CRM is that it's an all-in-one, and it negates me needing to use 5 different platforms for emails and scheduling and landing pages and opt-ins and right. But okay. Ooh, are things showing up now? Kind of. See, some things are showing up on some days, but they're not showing up on other days. So I'm real confused. Okay, so let me just add these manually to my Google Calendar. Jesus. Because I need to be able to look at it, but I'm going to have to check Caboodle daily, basically. Like in the morning, just to make sure nothing popped up there that isn't. Okay, and then shoot, 10 a.m. on Wednesday. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different events that got scheduled on my calendar for next week that didn't show up and my Google Calendar from my CRM. And I'm real not happy about that. And then some things are showing up and some things are not. Becca is at 8 a.m. Because the whole point is that I don't have to manually do this, and I can trust my digital calendar as being the true source of all information. Okay, and there's nothing scheduled the week of the 28th yet. Okay. So I'm gonna have to check freaking Caboodle first thing in the morning. Oh, awesome. Hey, Brittany. Brittany, aren't you doing a live this morning? I think maybe you are, but maybe you're watching this live from the beginning. Okay. This is fun because now you guys get to see the real-time version of how my planning goes on a weekly basis versus the like cut down version that typically goes like the edited video. I have a 12 p.m. with Renee. Okay. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just using my Google Calendar and I'm manually dropping in my events. Tuesday is a little bit wild because I have client check-ins on Tuesday, but then I have calls sort of booked sporadically. $11:30, not. Then I've got a Tuesday 3 p.m. hair appointment. I wanted to get creative this week with where I'm blocking things in. Because I'm going to try to work out in the mornings this week. Put the time down first, Elena. Then write the name of the person that you're meeting with. 10 a.m. Courtney. Then 2 p.m. Amy. Oh, this is a busy call week. And I was hoping that it wasn't going to be. But that's just how it panned out. It's because I'm traveling a lot this month. I was out for the entire first week of the month, and then I'm leaving again on the 23rd for another potentially week and a half. And then I have a 6:30. So I'm gonna have to be real strategic with my time this week. Okay. And I'm supposed to start my period at the end of the week, which I normally have in my calendar. And I try to avoid booking a lot of appointments when that happens because I have endometriosis. And I didn't put that in my calendar, in my Google Calendar for whatever reason. So that was smart of me. All right. So BNI. Hold on. That's the doorbell. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. My boyfriend is selling some planters, like planter pots. And he's like, a dude is going to maybe come ring the doorbell. He's like, let me know when the doorbell rings. So I had to go inform him. He was in the garage exercising. Okay, so that's Thursday, 1 p.m. I need to reschedule Anna. So I need and I'm going to see one of my students is in a play, one of my private music students. Now we're on to Friday. I need to figure out my chiropractor appointments. So at noon, I have a hair appointment. I have 2 hair appointments this week because my normal girl is pregnant. So she can't do one of the services that I normally do. I'm getting Botox, and then I have a meeting with Katie and Olivia. So that's the doctor, naturopathic doctor, and chiropractor of my BNI group. And we're what you call like power partners. So we're going to get together and brainstorm some ideas on like how we can best support each other and how we can best refer people to each other, and maybe collaborations. Like, for example, a naturopathic doctor and I, Dr. Katie, have talked about me being a part of, first of all, she's going to just refer people to me directly, but even lowering the barrier of entry to that, um, including me in the care plans that she puts together for her clients, and then just paying me as an independent contractor potentially, as time goes on, to just make sure that people can get what they need. So adrenal, multi, and fish oil. These are the vitamins that I'm currently taking. Magnesium, CBD drops, sleep gummy, relax. Relax is like a liposomal nighttime. Dust, floors, bedding, bathrooms, wash clothes, fold clothes. These are the ones I do pretty much every week. Actually, I started the bedding. I kind of like spot cleaned a lot of things this week because I was gone for a week. So I got to like wrap up some stuff cleaning wise. Okay. Here's the thing. I know there's going to be a lot. Oh, I did this. There's going to be a lot of things in here that I won't get done. See, I did this, I did this, I did this. But because my schedule is pretty decently packed this next week, I really don't know if I'm going to actually migrate everything over. I kind of want to almost leave some stuff open on this week rather than moving absolutely everything over this week. I know here's the thing that might sound weird to you, but anything that's not crossed off, I will know still needs to be done. That's kind of the nice thing about bullet journaling is I don't need to do this. I ordered this, is rather than rewriting everything, I will just kind of write a note of see last week. See last week. See last week. And then I'll know to kind of reference this and this, because I just don't feel like rewriting all of this when I know it's not all going to get done anyway. And I just need also maybe some extra room over here to write things. My lists get a little out of hand sometimes. And that's okay. As long as something is written down, I know that I'll get to it eventually. But I would really love to go into like early November, being able to cross off a lot of these things that are just kind of like been living on my list for a little while. I fixed this. Don't need this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to I don't feel like rewriting all of this. So let me just, actually what I'll do to just give it a little bit of visual, we're just going to highlight everything. I still need Calendly because my stuff is not working on Caboodle. Kind of started this. Did this. Ta-da. Okay. So I also need to write in on Monday. Labs caboodle. A2P verification. So I can do text messaging and can, again, stop paying for an extra platform for text messaging, marketing things, and just get it over to Caboodle. But I'm having some issues with the verification process and I can't get a straight answer out of anybody. And calendar ticket. Okay. Okay. So going into this coming week, I need to do a couple of things. I need to now also plan out my workouts for the week and also do some meal planning. So I am going to just pop over to my notes. Whee! What's the next blank page? That's a Caboodle thing. Okay, this is perfect. All right. Whee! So fun fact. I spent yesterday catching up on some programming, aka writing workouts for a couple of clients, and I wrote a program that I was like, whew, I actually really like this program. And the program that I wrote was for one of my clients who's a nurse. And we basically made her workouts a full body push, full body pull, a core focused day, and then a lower body day. So she's doing like full body, core, legs. But the full body days is like she'll have one or two lower body, then the core day in the middle. And I've scheduled everything um, kind of around her work schedule. And I was writing her program. I was like, oh, I really like this. But I was like, I kind of want to just make a couple of adjustments for me. So then I made a duplicate of her program and I have myself as an app, myself as a client in my training app so that I can just log my own workouts and stuff similarly that I do. So I want to just map out what my workouts for the week are going to look like. So I currently have also a pull, a push, a core day, and then a leg day. And if I'm looking at my calendar, first of all, let me sorry, can't talk and do this at the same time. So if I'm looking at my calendar, I need to figure out what days certain things are going to happen. I'm going to try to be going in the morning lately, just to get it done a little bit earlier because when my days get long like this, I do get more tired in the afternoon. Now, what's actually kind of nice is that my workspace has a gym and any of my workouts can be adjusted to use the equipment in the gym, which is like an adjustable bench and dumbbells. And there's even a Peloton. So like last week I got in like a spin class, which was super, super nice. I do love doing like indoor cycling, like spin class. I had a cycle bar membership for a while, but then when I joined my workspace and I was like, oh, you guys have a Peloton and I don't have to book in advance to use this and then fit it into my schedule and drive to an extra place. I canceled cycle bar because I would always schedule for cycle bar and then my schedule would change or something would happen and I'd have to adjust. And then, yeah. So I want to book a couple things, but I also need to schedule a chiropractor's office. So boop, 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 boop. Let me get my phone. If I'm planning on just mapping out my days and getting up and check and make sure. Okay, my future sister-in-law is supposed to be coming over today. Talk about wedding stuff. I just call her my sister-in-law because her and my brother have been together for 3 years. because their anniversary was right before my 30th birthday. And I met her on my 30th birthday, which was really ballsy of my brother, I think. But he, I think, knew that I was really going to like her. And I do really like her. And I love her so much. And her little boys call me Aunt Lainey. And I love them so much. They're mine. They're mine. I adopt. They're mine. I'm their aunt. And so she's coming over today because we're going to just talk wedding things because their wedding is next October. And I'm so stoked. Okay, scheduling app. I need to figure out when I'm going to go to the chiropractor. And I do want to I want to block out a little bit of extra time one morning to do the recovery room. But I'm thinking Monday, I'm also going to have to block in some time for check-ins. So let me go to Monday. I need to start check-ins because I have so many calls on Tuesday. I need to at least start my client notes. I'm also going to need to do some marketing work on Monday. Marketing scheduling. I need to set up Lissa. Okay. All right. I don't have another appointment booked until Friday, October 18th, which won't work because my back is a hot mess express. So I want to schedule on Monday. And I'm going to be looking at actually I need to look at my calendar before I do any of this. Updating my weekly. Okay. This is this week. I need this week. I'm like confused. Okay. If I'm looking at this, Friday morning will definitely work. So Friday morning, I'm actually going to block out like, I kind of want to reschedule that to a little bit earlier. So what if I rescheduled this to, if I'm working out at like 5, I maybe want to go to the chiropractor at like 7:30 instead of 8. So 7:30 chiro and like recovery potentially. I'll build that in, but that might change. So I'm going to just block that into my Google Calendar and give myself until like 9 a.m. What I really need to do is actually book a couple extra appointments. So tomorrow morning, I would like to work out and go in the morning. Again, 7:30 a.m. Awesome. Confirm. And then Wednesday, and that's, I think, all I can really book this coming week. I do need to book a massage at some point. I will figure that out. Because my back just got super screwed up from traveling. Does that happen to anybody else? Like you go away for a week and you come back and you're like, whose spine is this? This is not my spine. This is straight up disrespectful. Okay, so I booked chiro. I need to book a massage, but I need to text Rose about massage schedule, and I need to do that on Monday. Book massage. Okay. All right, perfect. So let's look at tomorrow. Today is 5. So I'm going to do my timeline. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check text messages, check unread texts. I have a million texts unread. I love that Apple updated where you can mark a text message as unread and then you can filter your text messages through any that are marked as unread. As long as I go through and I look at the unread messages, nothing bad happens. I need to make sure, okay, so I have habits, and then I'm going to do notes. I need to write a note. Check caboodle calendar. I'm going to basically have to do that daily. And I don't know how many habits I'm going to want to check here. Now, you guys might think I'm weird, but I like to put like a vitamins. And you're like, Elena, but don't you have a vitamins tracker in your weekly? Yes, I do. But this is a visual reminder that I see multiple times a day to one, not only take my vitamins, but two, mark off the ones that I actually take. So, it just keeps things top of mind and adds a little bit of redundancy for things that I need to do on a regular basis, which that redundancy for me is helpful for day to day, like taking your vitamins, doing your scalp treatment, things like that, that aren't to dos. They're just like personal care things that I'll straight up skip sometimes because I will forget or I'll get too busy or I'll get overstimulated. Okay, so we have a 7:30 Cairo. So I'm going to make a little block here. And then I'm going to need to start work at around 9. But then we've got 12 with Renee. And she's somebody who's so sweet. She's on my email list. She's followed me on my other YouTube channel. And she was like, she commented on a video that I did on fat loss in your 40s. And she's like, what are your coaching prices? And I'm like, I am so tickled that you are interested in learning more about what I do. But let's like hop on a call first. Let me just chat with you. I'm very relationship based. I like to get to know people and make sure that what I do really does make sense for them before anybody commits to anything. Because as much as somebody's committing to me, I'm also committing to them, and we have to make sure it's a good partnership, right? People are not paychecks. If somebody's investing in my services and my expertise to help them get a transformation within their life, I want to make sure that there's a good vibe there because there has to be a high level of trust and a high level of communication in order for that experience to be as effective as possible. So, and then I have an office hour. Okay. All right. So that's tomorrow. And I'm going to try to go to bed super early. I'm going to map this in before, and we're going to work out somewhere in there. I don't usually pre-plan like this, friends, but I'm thinking if I actually put it in my calendar, I'll actually follow through. Instead of just putting it into my Google Calendar where I can like, delete it and just move it around. No, if I want to change this, I've got to white it out. All right, and I'm just putting in my blocks into my Google Calendar so I know. Okay, cool. Now, then I will be able to do everything here. All right. I'm not going to worry yet about filling everything in for Tuesday, but I do need to go check. See recurring. So the see recurring is referring to this that I need to set up yet. See recurring, and Tuesday is a check-in day. And it's because I don't want to write all of this down. Let me show you. I don't want to write all of this down every single day. Like this would take up so much room on my list every single day. Oh, no, thank you. And this is FCA check-ins. Cool. We've got habits that will go over here. And we're going to put notes like down here. Thursday, Friday, habits. A check. see recurring, and then that will be good there. Okay. Notes. Notes. Everything's got to be pretty. There we go. Okay. Now the last thing I need to do is just fill in this, and then I got to go back to my workout and meal planning. Welcome. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What's up?
Steve is asking.
Hold on.
Like rolled.
Do I like rolled tox and guac? Yes, I do. Sorry, everybody. If you that like random pause, my boyfriend came in my office and he's like, "Hey, our neighbor Steve is asking if we'd like rolled tox and guac because they ordered an order of it, but they got 2 and they don't need 2 orders." And he's like, "I was like, is the sky blue?" Like, yes, I like rolled tox and guac, of course. And so he's gonna go over there and pick up that extra order of rolled tox and guac. And I am going to, and he's gonna bring him some jerky. He makes venison jerky. So sorry for that random pause. GC Slack, Everfit. Then I always forget what order I write these things in. Insta, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. TikTok. Reply to DMs. Priority engage is people that have like opted into things or have like a ongoing conversation with them. Outreach. Respark. And I used to put this really cute like little like box around it. Like this. But I just don't, maybe I will. It does look cuter when I do that. We just at least. Yay. I don't like how this is. Yay. Is it guac? Roll talks? Hey, yay. Thank you. I got rolled talks and guac, you guys. Hey, Mom plus 5. Welcome. Thanks everybody who's like tuned in today and like hung out with me. This is my first time doing a YouTube live. And if I'm being quite honest, I think I said this earlier. I was like, I gotta do my planning, and like, it's been a little while since you recorded a plan with me, but like, you really don't have time to like edit a whole video, YouTube live ? And my little Osmo Pocket camera that I'm using has been working really, really well for recording my videos. And it turns out you can also use it as a cam for doing YouTube live via StreamYard. I was like, well, I'll give this a try. I'll try it once. All right, here we go. Oops, new reminders. See, I have other things I need to write in here. So part of what I do is I don't carry this with me all the time. I mean, I do when I'm like working during the day, but if I'm just like out running errands, or if it's like late at night and I'm like lying in bed and I don't want to get up to get my notebook because it's usually on my desk, I will go and add like a reminder in my reminders app on my phone to remind me. And then I can go back in and I can write this thing in here. So I need to do question box questions from last week. I did like a question box. Cues. I need to cancel Verizon. I want to crochet a little bit today. And I also want to write a little bit. I need to make a little bit of time for that on a daily basis, like 20 minutes and like 20 minutes. Like I could do that right? I'm so sorry, Mom plus 5. I can't zoom in anymore than I'm already zoomed in. Like my camera's zoomed in as much as it can get, and I can't make it closer. Like, because my tripod, it's like an arm that's above my desk. Um, so yes. But if it's really truly an issue, let me know. And I'll see if I can work on maybe adding an arm to the overhead to get it a little bit closer. Because if it does get too close, I do have a wide angle lens that I can always pop onto my camera with the Osmo Pocket. Oh, I just hit my microphone. I'm so sorry. So now that I did these things, okay, I left them here. So now I can check this off, check this off. I wrote that down. I did that. I did that. I did that. I did that. That's written down. These are all things that are like still ongoing. And I kind of sweep my cool B-Day gift. I kind of sweep my reminders daily, but using the reminders app of like hey, Siri, please remind me at this time to do XYZ. I do that at a time where I will be usually near my notebooks. And if I'm not, I just leave the notification up until I get to my notebooks and then I can write it down. So I wrote that down. I wrote that down and I wrote that down. So now I don't have any notifications because I wrote them all down. Okay. So I think that's everything that I need to like migrate. But I do want to do just one more thing. I want to finish moving all my stickers that I left in here over to my actual sticker book because I had some stickers in here that I wanted that I didn't move over. So let me just double check. Okay, so this is all last week. Didn't even close out the previous days of the weeks. I think I just did it day to day and I never put a star. The star means that the day is closed out. This is from last week. Yeah, I did all this. Cool. Look how cute my little October dashboard is. Isn't that cute? Okay. I'm not closing out this weekend until tomorrow. And then this week, I'm actually leaving a bunch of the stuff open. And I just said, see last week. Because I don't feel like rewriting everything that's still open on here. And I just want to get it checked off. Okay. And I woke up this morning kind of early, coffee and chill. Okay. My sister-in-law just texted me. She'll be over in like an hour and a half. Awesome. Okay. I need to go back here, JK, and still plan out my workouts and my meal plans. All right. Let me start with meals because that's the easiest part for me to think through right now. So breakfasts, lunches, dinners, snacks. If I'm being quite honest, I think that Zach pretty much has dinners covered this week because he made French dip, roast, and we also have green chili. Snacks, I want grapes, pears, yogurt and granola, smoothies, which I do pretty much daily. Smoothies. I should get some cottage cheese. I want cheese snacks. Breakfast, I think I'm going to go with cream of rice and egg whites. I need to get some Bear Bells protein bars for SOS snacks. SOS snacks are like things that I don't eat necessarily every day, but I keep them in my lunchbox or in my backpack just in case. Lunches. We're going to keep on with cilantro jasmine rice and taco meat. and Bolthouse Farms. It's literally what I've been eating every single day this last week, but I'm not sick of it yet, and I don't have the brain power to think of something new, so I'm not going to. Oh, I've been doing oatmeal also. And sometimes when I do just oatmeal, I do oatmeal in a smoothie, so I move my smoothie from, like, a snack to part of my breakfast. I think that'll work. Yeah, I do like stickers and washi tape. I don't usually go beyond, like, washi tape for decoration, and then the stickers in my dailies, um, are just kinda more for funsies, like little icon stickers just to make the day cute, and, like, I traveled this day. This is a little Kindle icon because I woke up and I read my Kindle. I didn't put any stickers on this day, but I was traveling this day, so it's totally fine. Same with this day. Very simple. But, like, this is so cute. You know what I mean? Like a little Netflix doodle. Like, it's just cute, you know? And sometimes I'll go back in and I'll add them after, or I'll add them as I go. So, like, last night we went to see Beetlejuice and then I relaxed. I, like, took a bath, read a book, things like that. So yeah. But I do use, and this is now, no, do your workouts and your meal plans first. Okay, so meal planning. So this means that the grocery list, we need the fruit. I need the cheese. I need the yogurt. I need the cottage cheese. I need more dressing. I need more rice. And I need some more oatmeal. So I need to order groceries today. Order groceries. And I need to get also some more, like, we need some more tart cherry juice. So we're going to run out midweek, and I don't want to make a midweek store run. Okay. If you guys have any questions about, like, this and how fast I did this meal planning, keep in mind, my literal job is I am an online fitness and nutrition coach. Like, I do this for, like, a living. And so for me, doing the meal planning takes me like 2 seconds now for myself. And I don't try to overcomplicate it. I repeat kind of similar meals, and I don't make enough, like, for my taco meat and, like, lunch and stuff like that. I'm planning that for my lunches, but I know that, like, I still might pick something up, or, like, Zach might cook something different this week. So I don't go in and I'm not going to make this and portion it out for 7 days for the whole week, because I know realistically I'll eat it 3 or 4 days of the week, and then the other days of the week something will happen, something will shift, something will change, and I'll adjust, and that's totally fine. That's why I have things like grapes, pears, and granola smoothies, cottage cheese, and berries. Need berries. I make smoothies. I keep protein bars on hand. I keep breakfast real simple with, like, I do sometimes I'll prep breakfast sandwiches, or I'll do breakfast burritos. Right now I'm just really into oatmeal because it's warm and I like the apple cinnamon flavor. Or cream of rice, because again, I can make a big batch of that in about less than 10 minutes, and then I have it for at least 4 mornings a week. But maybe there's a morning where I'm like, I want something different, or maybe Zach made me some steak and eggs that I could reheat the next day. You know what I mean? So I just have sort of the general plan, and there's a little bit of wiggle room, but the basis of what I'm doing is I'm always looking at building. Let's do a little picture here. Thank you, Mom Plus 5. Here's a little picture of how I build everything for my meals. Okay. I go protein is always the base, right? Then I'm going to do veg and fruit. Okay. This could be like your fiber, vitamins and minerals. And then this top is going to be grains and roots. That's rice, potatoes, oatmeal, pastas, things like that. As long as at least 3 of my meals a day fit this, the rest of it with, like, snacks and, like, grabbing something on the go kind of fits in. And even when I'm out and about, and ordering out or something like that, I think about this as my base. So for example, one of my go-to meals when I dine out is from DoorDash, and not from DoorDash, but it's from this Italian food place that does this really amazing gluten-free pasta. And so I order it's a like spicy vodka sauce with gluten-free pasta and sausage. And so I get it with the spicy sausage, but I also add chicken. So I have the protein as the primary. It's got some sun-dried tomatoes and stuff in it and sauce, and it has spinach as well. And then a grain and a root is obviously the pasta that's the base. So I know that, okay, I'm going to eat this. But I also know that for breakfast, I had something that was maybe like slightly lower carb, slightly higher protein, like oatmeal. Like a serving of oatmeal only has like 25 to 30 grams of carbs in it, maybe 35 grams of carbs, and then a smoothie that's going to have like 30 to 40 grams of protein. So like I've really balanced out my day that way, right? I mean, my lunches have 45 grams of carbs in them. Like I do a full serving of rice. We do not skimp on rice in this household, but I've also got 4 ounces of taco meat in that mix. And then dinner is always going to be based off of like, because we hunt, so we eat a lot of venison and elk. That's like our primary protein source for meals. And so I know that like this French dip roast, I'm going to take that roast and I'm going to, because I don't do gluten. So I'm going to put it over like some rice or some potatoes and then make some steamed vegetables on the side. Right. Or we have green chili. Like green chili's got veggies in it. I'm going to put that on top of some rice with some like guacamole. Right. And that's also got some fiber and healthy fats in it, which is great. I don't worry too much about adding specific dietary fats because you typically get a lot of those in when you're just cooking, right? Or like if you're eating dairy-based protein items, which I used to not be able to eat dairy, and now my body loves it. It processes it very well. It's a great source. Now that I can eat it, I absolutely eat it. I'm going to get protein from my Greek yogurt, from my cottage cheese, from the little cheese snacks that I eat. And then I'm getting like from grapes and pears and blueberries, additional fiber and nutrition. And then if I really get into a bind, I'm going to have these Bear Bells bars in my purse, okay, alongside usually some fruit snacks. So that's like protein and carbs on the go, just in case I'm out running around and get into a bind. Okay, planning my workouts. If you guys have like stuck around for this whole thing, you're a real one. If you stick around for the whole like adventure for an hour, y'all have to tell me. I'd be impressed. I didn't think I was going to take this long, but I keep getting distracted by things. Okay. Workouts. Okay, I have 4 workouts this week. 2 of them are a little longer. One of them is a little shorter, but I can always make them a little bit shorter by pulling out one of the workouts. And actually, because this week is a little bit crazy, what I might do is drop off 1 or 2 accessory movements. So the first day that I'm going to work out tomorrow is full body pull day. I've got my dynamic warm up in. If you guys want to see what this looks like, I wonder if I can share my screen. If you guys want to see this, I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'm on my computer doing this. Oh, I can't show you on my computer. Otherwise, it'll quit Chrome, and that won't work because I'm using Chrome for StreamYard. Hey, okay. Let me open up just my app. So here's my training app for my clients, and I'll try to put this up here. I have myself added as a client in here just so I can see. So I'm gonna go to coaching, and no training assigned for this week. Yes, I know, because I was doing something weird this week. Okay, so here's my workout for tomorrow. I have my full body warm up, which is just picking 4 to 6 of these exercises typically. Like I said, this is based off of a split that I just wrote for another client that I really, really liked. And I'm like, ooh, I'm going to just make a couple changes and do this myself because I really like the setup. Again, she's a nurse. I talked about it earlier in the video. You pick like 4 to 6 of these, depending on what's happening, and then you do it with the prescribed reps and sets. I got a glute drive, a leg curl, lat pull down. So if I need to shorten this workout, I would simply take out the leg curl and the pow off press, if I'm quite honest. And then I would drop it down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exercises instead of 7. Which is totally fine because really you only need about 4 to 6 exercises. I just particularly like doing an extra core exercise if I have time for it. So this standing Palloff press is a bit of a bonus exercise. And then I've got a glute burnout, which only takes 2 to 3 minutes. And then I've got my full body stretch. Again, I just go through, I pick 4 to 5 of these movements based on how I'm feeling, do them for 30 seconds on each side, try to do them twice if I have time. And so this day this is from Monday, I will have time to do this Monday. Tuesday, what does my schedule look like Tuesday? Okay, so Monday is full body pull. Tuesday, my schedule on Tuesday is a little bit wild. So what I'm actually going to do for Tuesday, and I'm going to update this in my workout, is a full body push. So I'm going to actually, like I just said, I've got 1, 2, 3, I have 6 exercises, but I'm going to drop it down to 4. So I'm going to keep my leg press in. I'm going to take out my leg extension. I have a shoulder press. I'm going to take out a lateral raise. I'm going to keep in triceps. So now I'm going to save and close. And I'm just title it as a shortened workout. So let me just so now I have a shortened workout and I titled it short. And this is what I do for my clients too. If we have variations on their exercises, I'll title it something different so they know. So I have a leg press, dumbbell press, shoulder press, tricep push down, which is perfect. Keeping the glute burnout in, that only takes a couple minutes, but this will shorten my workout about 45 minutes versus an hour. The Wednesday is a core workout day, which shouldn't take very long. This has some added cardio in it. Realistically, I probably could do this. I could still do it in the morning, but hold on. What's on my calendar in the morning? I don't think that's going to happen on Wednesday. So if I'm looking at my schedule, so we have a short full body pull. I might have to drop this core day and trade it for something else based on my calendar. Yeah, Wednesday is a little bit insane. I think I'm going to maybe do Wednesday as a rest day, and we'll drop my core day to Thursday because I will be able to go work out and then go to the chiropractor. Okay. Wednesday rest. Oop, there's a text message. Core day. Now I have Friday as my full body day. What does my full body day look like? See, now as I'm updating it on my calendar, you can see it's updating in the training calendar. And this is the same interface that my clients use. Whee. I have 5 exercises today because this is a leg only day. So again, like I said, 4 to 6 main movements is really all you need. Leg press, glute drive, Smith machine squat, leg extensions. Okay, this should be fine. Friday doesn't need any adjustments, and a glute burnout. Okay, we're good. All right, so now I've made those adjustments for Friday. Let me go to my notes. If you have any questions about how I set this up, you can see my Q4 migration and like setup, and you'll see how I set this up. Okay. Core Friday. Actually, this is going to be core and cardio. Friday is going to be leg day. Okay. So this full body pull will probably take about 60 minutes. This will take about 45. This will take about 45, and this will take about 60. And that is warming up, lift, accessory burnout, stretching. That doesn't include commute time to the gym. That's just the actual, like, how long it should take me to do that whole workout. Okay. Then some other bonus I might try to do, bonus activities would be I get a Peloton ride in. Okay. So like maybe on this Wednesday, if I have time, I might take a quick 20-minute Peloton ride, right? Just to get some extra cardio in, because I'm going to be doing a lot of hiking at the end of the month. So maybe a Peloton ride. And then maybe I would do some hiking this weekend, just depending on what we have going on. Okay, so that's like my workouts and my meal planning. So I can kind of have this now on my schedule, and I can put in here So I have a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So let me just add to Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I'm going to just block out those times in my Google Calendar. So you can't see me doing this, but this is what I'm doing. So Monday, Tuesday, and I'm giving myself like a 2-hour block for the workout, because that's going to include waking up, getting ready, grabbing my gym bag, going to the gym, working out, and then driving to wherever I need to drive. Word. Okay, perfect. I think that's it. Okay. The last thing I want to do is just, and actually I kind of want to add, because I'm going to want to look and reference this. I'm going to add a little tab. Where's my tabs? Hold on. Hey. I'm going to just add here a little tab so I can easily find it. Yes, because I will want to just be able to like flip directly here as the week goes on. And 214, 215, let me index this. 214, 215, fitness/meals, October 14th through 20th. Okay, perfect. Yay. All right, so that's like the actual planning. And I'm going to, while I'm online, going to just move over. And actually, let me do one more quick flip. Here's last week or this week and next week, but I'm going to reference this week in this week, see last week. Here are my dailies. So here's Monday, Tuesday. I will write timelines in as the week goes on. But I kind of do those, the night before. Friday. This is blank for the time being because I don't know until like Thursday/Friday what the weekend's really going to look like. And then I've got my recurring tasks, my client resources I need to work on, and any communication notes for the week. And then I also have my workouts mapped out and my meal plan plus my grocery list that I need to order for today for this week. So with that being said, I want to finally move my stickers over. Okay, so this is a reusable sticker book. And I want to go through here. And I never used these Saturday. I didn't journal on these days in September, so I will just trash them, if I'm quite honest. Did not use. But I want to go through and I want to just start adding some of these extra stickers into this book, because I was looking for some of these this week and I was like, girl, what are you doing? What are you guys all planning for this week? What are you planning in? What are your systems? What are you doing? Are you also planning while I'm planning? Is this little body doubling session helpful for you? Yay. So I'm planning my next like unhauled year decluttering video. And I think what I want to do is actually go through all my pens and like declutter all of my pens and put away what I know I'm not going to use, because I have so many things just sitting on my desk and in my little like cup holders on my desk. I have these little like dragon bookend guys, and I don't touch most of what's in here. And I want to just go through my drawers and the stuff that's on my desk so I can just be less overwhelmed. If you saw my last decluttering video, I think you saw how beautiful my desk and specifically my bookshelves, how nice my bookshelves looked once I got everything decluttered. Oh my word. It just has felt so refreshing this week. And to have that done. And so I'm really pleased with that adventure. And I'm ready to move on to the next one. But I think I'm going to not just do pens. I think I'm also going to do washi tape. So what I kind of want to also do is destash some of my washi tape. And like, I'm not even going to like destash it and like make people pay for it. Like, if you want to just like send me like, $2, not even $2, because frankly, I could, well, maybe it would be $2. I would want to ship it just like via USPS. If people just want to like pay for at least part of the shipping, I will literally just send you guys some things. I'll maybe post them on my Instagram and it'll just be like first come, first serve. Free to a good home. And maybe I'll do that destash live. So that it's, because editing that destash was a lot of work. It was 2 hours of film that I cut down to 10-minute video. Oh my gosh. It was actually kind of fun because I got to use my new little pocket camera, my Osmo Pocket 3. I absolutely loved it. It was so much fun. And you guys have loved that video. So thank you everybody who's watched that and left some support. This is just my hobby. This is just how I help manage my mental health. This is how I help myself run my business, is this whole journaling and bullet journaling situation. It's really been game changing for me because I kind of got diagnosed with ADHD while I was transitioning from being a teacher to owning my own business. And also like just going through it all and then kind of, ooh, that jumped out. Then like finding the planner community and like finding bullet journaling and then just sharing what's on my mind because I love the creative aspect. Like one of the things I love about my job is the marketing aspect. And a lot of people don't love doing the marketing, but like I love doing my podcast. I love doing YouTube videos. I love doing like reels and posting things and like letting people know they're not alone and like building community just by sharing what me and my clients deal with on a daily basis as we're trying to live in healthier bodies while also potentially struggling with like autoimmune disease or chronic illness or struggling with weight loss resistance or whatever. Like people don't realize how isolating that can feel. And that's part of why I started doing what I'm doing as a functional nutrition and holistic fitness coach. And if you guys want to follow me on my Instagram, my Instagram page is linked on my channel page for my fitness Instagram. And I've gotten a lot of like planner people over there. And what I really would love to do, I've talked about this forever, I just have no idea how to marry the two, is talk about, because people are really big on like tracking health things in their planners for the new year. And I really want to get online and talk to the planner community about what you actually need to be tracking and how to use that information for good versus just tracking vanity metrics when it comes to your health, right? Because there's no point in tracking something if you're not going to do something with that information unless just tracking the thing helps you stay consistent in basic behaviors, like me with my vitamins, right? Or me with like checking off my workouts. Did you log your food today? Things like that, right? I need those reminders just to stay, again, accountable because, ADHD. But that doesn't mean that, here's the thing. Everybody wants to know how to do things better for themselves, like when it comes to eating, exercising, whatever. But very few people understand what the right things to do are, what are the things that actually matter. And hey, that's why people like me exist. I talked about this on my Instagram story yesterday, how 90% of my job is just reducing decision fatigue for my clients. So like the client whose program I adapted, I wrote this program and I was like, oh, I really like this workout split. Let me do this for myself. Part of the reason we developed her split was her specific goals around strengthening her glutes and her back, strengthening her core, to help accommodate a back injury. She's a cardiac ICU nurse. So she has to do a lot of like lifting and moving of patients, but she has her longer workouts and she also has her shorter workouts based on whatever her work schedule is. And she sends me her work schedule and I will drop her workouts into her calendar and adjust them on a weekly basis if I need to. It's just reducing that decision fatigue. She doesn't want to have to decide what she's doing when she gets to the gym. She's a freaking nurse. She's made so many decisions that she's seeing cross-eyed. Okay, I really don't love these bathtub stickers, but I have them. I didn't realize how tiny they were when I ordered them. I'm a bathtub girly. I love taking hot baths. I take probably like 2 or 3 baths a week. Love putting some like Epsom salts in there and like essential oils. It really helps with my recovery. And it's such a good stress reliever. I know people don't love it, but like we have a giant bath in our master bathroom and I am such a fan. Anyway, I digress. But like my client, she's a nurse. She doesn't have the brain cells during her weeks to figure out what the heck it is she's supposed to do. She's not a new lifter. Like I would say she's probably more in the intermediate to advanced side of training, but that doesn't mean that she has the brain power to try to figure out what it is that she should be doing and in what order. And then if she has questions, she can ask me. And that's what I'm here to do. Like, don't Google things, ask me, get the context. The internet doesn't give you context as to what applies to your life. All right, did I get everything out of here? Hey, I got everything out of here. Yay. Perfect. Okay. Anyway, I digress. So I'm really excited. There we go. Oh no. See, these don't want to stick now. When you like move things around too many times, they kind of lose their sticky. And then you got to kind of fight with them a little bit. But I'm not going to lie, using this sticker book has been one of the best decisions I've ever made. I've got another sticker book from Planner Monkey Co. that I was offloading things into, but I never carried it with me anywhere. And so I kind of just have some of my seasonal sticker stuff in there and I move it over as I need it. Like, hey, Halloween. Well, these I'll use year round, but like these are clearly Halloween. So anyway, now let me put everything back. And I think that's about it, everybody. I think that covers the plan with me this week. I don't think there's anything else I could share with you or show you going into the new week. I got my chiropractor appointment scheduled. I have my blocks set up for my workouts. I have my grocery list for, hold on. This goes, I'm trying to find the middle of this book. There we go. Got to find the middle. Got my meals planned out, my grocery list for the week. Got my to-do lists moved over. So I think that's pretty much it. So if you guys have been here, thank you so much for hanging out. And yeah, if you do have any questions, if you're watching this as a replay, you guys know I actually answer my comments. And hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one. If you have a preference of me doing the next decluttering video for the unhauled year via live or edited video, let me know. I really can do it either way, but this live thing was actually quite fun. So anyway. And if you want me to do this live plan with me again next week, I actually probably could. So let me know. And I would love to hang out with you guys. And I'll talk with you later. Thank you guys so much for being here. Bye.